Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guraho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Padayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So today is auspicious appearance day of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. These occasions, during the appearance and disappearance of great acharyas, and the appearance day of the incarnations of the Supreme Lord and the Lord Himself, so these are all considered to be very, very auspicious. So those who are trying to advance in the process of Krishna consciousness, so these days, they actually act as a great catalyst. Just like for the businessmen, the sale, that happens, Diwali season, like ये सब दसरा season में like बहुत सारा offers लगाते हैं. So and the sales also increase. So in the same way, for spiritual practitioners, so those who are eager to make spiritual advancement, so these kind of days are very, very essential. And what are we supposed to do in these days? So our only this one is, we are supposed to engage in the angas of bhakti. We are not supposed to do anything else apart from that. So other days we may be doing something else apart from that. So we may be having an elaborate prasadam, or we may be having different things. So on these auspicious days, so we should reduce rest of the things, and then we should increase our absorption in the angas of bhakti. And that is the purpose for which this fasting and all these things are there, so that the distraction may not be there, and we can exclusively focus on Krishna Katha, Krishna Nam, and get deeper into Krishna consciousness. So this is the purpose of these auspicious days. And also during these days, so if we can hear, remember and meditate on these great personalities, like Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and meditate on their instructions. So they're all like the expert boatmen. So sometimes we talk about this Guru Sadhu Shastra. So Guru Sadhu Shastra means, Guru means what? Who is called as Guru? Huh? Okay, who can bring us closer to Krishna. So like in our Vedic system, we have Matru Devo Bhava, like and Pitru Devo Bhava and things like that and all. So even parents are to be like respected like God, and parents are also like, they also teach a lot of things to the children, right from how to eat, how to do various things. And even the first introduction to the Supreme Lord comes from the parents. So they are also Guru, right? They are also Guru, right? Huh. So they are also Guru. And the teachers, like different levels of spiritual masters are there. But when we talk about the Pramana, Guru Sadhu Shastra, so in that, this one, what does the word Guru means? Huh? What does the word Guru means? Okay, definitely all of them are removing darkness. So to different degree. So one who is self-realized soul, So Atmavit, or Tattvavit and things like that. One who is a self-realized soul. So such a kind of a spiritual master. So we may have, so many different devotees also, who are helping us to make advancement in Krishna consciousness. But when it talks about Guru, so one spiritual master, unto whom you are completely surrendered, and he is also self-realized. He is capable of delivering Krishna to you. No? So Krishna se tomar, Krishna dete paro, tomara shakati ache. Amito kangal, Krishna Krishna boli, daye thava pache pache. So this is this bhajan says that, Krishna is yours and you have the capacity to deliver Krishna. So there are, in the Vedic system, we should be respectful to all our superiors, all our elders, and all the more to the devotees who are training us in Krishna consciousness. So, but we should be ultimately surrendered to one spiritual master, or at Hatha spiritual masters, who are completely surrendered unto Krishna and who are self-realized, completely self-realized, and they have the capacity to deliver Krishna. So that is the kind of Guru that is mentioned. So for all practical purposes in ISKCON, we have Srila Prabhupada as that personality. And so we have many other spiritual masters are there who may be self-realized or who may not be. So but sincerely following in the footsteps of Srila Prabhupada. So we respect, serve, and we learn from all these personalities. But ultimately, we should follow the instructions of Srila Prabhupada. So then sadhu means who are the sadhus? Guru Sadhu Shastra, in that who is sadhu? Huh? Previous acharyas. So that is other liberated personalities who are there in the line of disciplic succession and who are also liberated, and who has realized Krishna. So such people are called as sadhus. So Guru and Sadhu are almost on the same platform. So but amongst the sadhus, one personality, whom we are completely attached to and whom we are following his instructions very seriously. And if there is any doubt in the instructions of the Guru, so one should check with other sadhus, because all of them are describing about the same absolute truth, and all of them have realized the same absolute truth. So when there is a doubt that arises, or clarity, lack of clarity that is there, so then we should check with other sadhus. So then other sadhus means not anybody wearing dhoti kurta and kantimala is so they are definitely sadhus. But the Guru Sadhu Shastra, the Pramana, when it comes to Pramana, so it is sadhus who are liberated, so the previous acharyas who are liberated. And Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur has made our life very simple by giving the list of liberated acharyas in the Guru Parampara, right? So there are many acharyas are there. So in the line of disciplic succession, amongst them, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur has clearly handpicked few of them and told, these are liberated acharyas and they have to be followed. And then they have to be followed in what way? First, we have to serve and surrender and understand Srila Prabhupada. And then after that, his previous personality, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And after we understood Prabhupada and Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, then we can try to understand Bhakti Vinod Thakur. And after we understood these three personalities, so then we can try to understand Baldev Vidya Bhushan, then Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and things like that. If there is any flaw in this equation, if somebody is not seriously following Srila Prabhupada, and somebody is not seriously following Bhakti Siddhanta, and somebody is not seriously following Bhakti Vinod Thakur, and suddenly like they get into the this one Baldev Vidyabhushan or Vishwanath Chakravarti or the Goswami's literatures and things like that. So then they are sure to commit mistake, because there is a flaw in following the process, right? So the process has to be followed in this particular way. So in that way, we are very highly indebted to Bhaktivinoda Thakur, for giving. It is the duty of every acharya to clarify the subject matter in terms of the current socio-political setup and current environment that is there. So according to that, how to actually apply the teachings, so that needs to be taught. So when Krishna taught Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, so that time Vedic culture was there. What is considered to be right and wrong is different at that time. And what is the general expectation of people is that they would be following some form of dharma, like karma dharma, jnana dharma, bhakti dharma, some form of dharma they must be following. Or so right now when we teach Bhagavad Gita to people, the expectation is they are not following any dharma, zero. So now when Krishna's way of teaching to Arjuna may not be completely acceptable or completely suitable for the current situation. So that is why great personalities, great acharyas come. So they teach, this is what exactly like Krishna taught to Arjuna, and they clarify according to the current situation, right? So this is very essential. Even the Goswamis, when they wrote literatures, the situation was much, much different. 500 years before, the situation was much different. So the basic expectation of dharma, the dharmic quotient was very high actually, so compared to the current status of Kali Yuga. And when Bhaktivinoda Thakur came, so his primary premise that was there was Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, they had a very great task of destroying the apasampradayas and then destroying the Mayavad. So these Mayavad Khandanam and apasampradaya. So these two things, they were highly basing their whole this one on that, and then also illuminating the pure path of bhakti. And current day, so what is the serious problem in current day? So do we find so many Mayavadis or so many apasampradaya? No sampradaya, nothing. We have only one sampradaya, that is sense gratification. so Srila Prabhupada took this very, very seriously. And then you will see that Prabhupada's, this one is definitely he also did Mayavad Khandan. So Mayavad has a very deep root in its way in this material world. And default condition in this material world is Mayavad. So you just allow the material world to go in its own pace, so it will go and stand in Mayavad. So that is this one. That is the nature of this world. And we see that Srila Prabhupada very much spoke about how we should not do sense gratification, how we should use our senses in the service of the Lord. So this is every acharya, they come and they apply the principles of Krishna consciousness or teach the principles of Krishna consciousness in terms of the current day and age and situation. And so the path is the same. So everybody are telling that you should walk in this path. And suddenly, at one point in time, somebody says, why not I take this right and then, go that side. So then the Acharya will be telling that, no, you should not take that right and you should go in this path. And sometime else, somebody will come and say that, no, why not we take this path? There is nice garden is there in this path. And then the Acharya at that time will say, no, you should not go to the garden, you should go in this path. So everybody are telling you should go in this path. But the deviations that are brought about in that current situation is different. And they are cautioning us about that particular deviation. And then they are encouraging us and illuminating the path of bhakti. And they are helping us to walk in that same path. So that is the contribution of various acharyas. So in that way, this Guru Sadhu Shastra, so when you have difficulty in understanding some particular subject matter, so then you go to the previous acharya. And when they explain certain things, so we will get clarified, because everybody are talking about one absolute truth from different angles. So when one object is described from different angles, so then that object becomes more and more clear, right? So that way, like, we should do that. And if we do any wrong access to the parampara, so like the bhakti is such a thing that so when an offense is committed, so immediately everything becomes covered. So then that absolute truth which has been everybody are trying to illuminate that absolute truth, and everybody are trying to explain that absolute truth. So but in the process of approaching the absolute truth, no, that is Krishna, in the process of approaching Krishna, if I commit an offense, so then Krishna will cover himself. So then even though I know so many different paths, so then still I will not be able to access Krishna. So that is why we should be very, very careful. And as yesterday also Prabhuji was mentioning, that we should pray to Krishna, that Krishna may reveal himself unto us in the form of holy name and in the form of the Dham. So like, it has been 4 or 5 days over, and we have only been able to see some gutter water and dirtiness around and things like that. Still now we have not been able to see the Divya Chintamani Dham, so like where everywhere it is decorated with so much of like gold is nothing actually, like platinum is also nothing. It's like Chintamani Dham. So like it is so much of opulence is there everywhere. So, but no, we are not able to see that. No, we are not able to see the real Dham. No, so we are only able to see the external features of the Dham. So, if Lord were to reveal this Dham to us, immediately we will be able to see everything. So, all of these things can be revealed to us. And the holy name, like, if the Lord can reveal the holy name to us, so we can very nicely and seriously like chant the names of the Lord, and we can hear every syllable of the names of the Lord. And we can experience a different level of Krishna consciousness. So it is all by the grace of the Lord we can actually get these different features, different aspects. So now it is up to the Lord, and it is up to us like how much intensely we pray, and it is up to the Lord that He has to award these things upon us. So like in that way, like this Guru Sadhu Shastra that we were discussing, that so Guru is a liberated person, and the Sadhu is also a liberated person, and Shastra is ever liberated, and Shastra is the ultimate basis. So like Guru and Sadhu will not instruct anything which is against the scriptural injunctions. So everything that Guru and Sadhu will speak will come from the scriptures, and scriptures are ultimately it is called as Shabda Brahma, or that entity which glorifies or which reveals the supreme absolute truth, right? So all these three, this ones, so all of these three things are three different pramanas, no? Huh? In the last class we discussed something regarding this. So all these three things put together is one pramana. So it is like, we have to ascertain the absolute truth through the path of Guru Sadhu Shastra, right? So through the path of Guru Sadhu Shastra. So in this way, like we should approach the absolute truth. So like more about Guru Sadhu Shastra and more about the glorification of Bhaktivinoda Thakur we will do in the course of today's discussion. So now in this chapter, Madhya Lila, like chapter 4, Madhya Lila chapter 18, Lord Chaitanya's visit to Sri Vrindavan. So in that, like we had covered till the point of Lord's Govardhan Parikrama. So just the day before Govardhan. So we had covered that. So now, after visiting Govardhan, so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu passing on to Kamyavan. So another one amazing forest of Vrindavan. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is touring Vrindavan. And like during this time, he is constantly expressing the ecstatic, devotional feelings, towards Krishna. So it is just like all of us have seen, and all of us have experienced, and all of us have personally have gone through also probably. So whenever a person who is very much attracted to the opposite sex, so when he is a beautiful girl passes by, by the way, so then no need to tell anything, like immediately his eyes will follow. Like there will be like other people who are talking and things like that. Suddenly, like unka this one will get distracted. And if he is put in a place where it's everywhere it is sense objects, he'll go crazy actually. So something of that sort, we see that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so much attracted to Krishna, and then somebody who's attracted to a personality, it is just like a mother is feeling separation from her child, and the child has gone somewhere far away, like to a relative's place or something like that. And then in the house, the child has scribbled everything in the wall, and the child's shoes are there, and the child's clothes are there, and things like that. So the mother will feel, like whenever she sees all these things, she will feel like, where is my child? And things like that. So in during Corona time, so I happened to meet one mother. She had lost her child, due to Corona, this one. And just to forget all these things, she used to come to the center, our AC Slayout center, and every day she used to come to Bhagavatam class. And then in the class, sometimes we will describe about various things, various pastimes we used to describe. And so that time she will sit and cry, And then one day, I thought, ये तो बहुत अच्छा realization हो गया इसका. And जाके पूछा कि आपको what did you like? What are you meditating on? You are moved to tears. Immediately Bhagavatam started. So then she told, whenever you talk about all these things, I'm only able to remember my child. I lost. It's a very deep trauma actually. A mother losing her son, and it's not also child actually. It's a son who is grown up and who is just finished his this one engineering in IIT or something like that, and mar gaya. So she was we are describing Krishna's pastime. We are describing various different things, and whenever there is something in relation to an young boy, or a son or something like that, immediately her thought is going to her own son. She's not able to concentrate on the pastime. She's able to. Her mind is just dragged off into this one. So something from there we can take some similarities. It is nothing in comparison to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's intense attraction to Krishna. He is very madly attracted to Krishna. In fact, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu often used to tell that I don't have any attraction to Krishna. If I at all had any attraction to Krishna, so how is it that Krishna is not present here and I am still living? So I should have given up my life by this time. So this is all some of the emotions that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to express. And so Mahaprabhu is going to different places of Vrindavan, different forests of Vrindavan. Krishna has personally performed his pastimes, and all these places have some kind of remnants of Krishna's pastimes, and which is for a person like Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is deeply attracted to Krishna, so it just immediately reminds him of Krishna. So in that way, he becomes so much absorbed in the thoughts of the Lord. Anybody has watch? You can give. I can keep time. So now, after going to Kamyavan, so he is going to the next place. That is Nandishwar, or it is the house of Nanda Maharaj. And then he then goes to all the different lakes, beginning with Pavan Sarovar. And then he takes bath in all these different lakes. And near to Pavan Sarovar, he climbs one hill, and then he is asking the people around over there, so are there any deities over here? So then the local people are telling that yes, there are deities, and but then they are located within a cave. You should go inside the cave and you should take darshan. And what are the deities that are available? So there are a father and mother, a deity of a father and mother, and then there is a deity of a small child, and who is curved in three places, so Tribanga form. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he somehow or other finds that cave, he goes there, and he offers respectful obeisances to Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda. So the parents are Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda. And then with great ecstatic love, he touched the body of Lord Krishna. So why is he doing like this? Why is he dealing with different deities in different way? Huh? So because he is in the mood of, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in the mood of Srimati Radharani. And Radharani, a woman, if she sees her husband's parents, what she will do? She will offer respects, no? And then, when she sees her husband, she will become very much moved with ecstatic symptoms. So something like that is happening. So then every day the Lord is he is constantly chanting and dancing, and then finally he goes to Kadiravan, and there he's seeing Krishna's pastimes, and he's seeing Seshashai, there is one form of the Lord who is lying down in the Sesha. So, and then he also sees the deity of Lakshmi Devi there. And when he sees the deity of Lakshmi Devi, he is reciting some shlokas from Srimad Bhagavatam, so which is describing the glories of the gopis. And the gopis, the shloka that he is actually mentioning is that the gopis are very much worried about Krishna, that they're telling that we take care of your lotus feet so nicely, so we keep your lotus feet on the soft bodies of ours, and in that way we worship your lotus feet. So but then now you are gone into the forest of Vrindavan, and there are thorns in the forest, there is thorns and sharp pebbles and things like that and all. So what is happening to your feet? So in that way they are very much anxious about Krishna's lotus feet, and they are reciting these shlokas. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is remembering these shlokas. So when he sees Lakshmi Devi, so what is connection between Lakshmi Devi and gopis? So why is he remembering gopis shlokas recited by gopis when he sees Lakshmi Devi? Because all the Lakshmis, they come from Srimati Radharani, and all the gopis also come from Srimati Radharani. So this is one one common entity or tattva from which they all come. So he's remembering all these things. So then after that he goes to another place called Kela Tirtha, and then he goes to Bandiravan. So and there he crosses the Yamuna, and then he goes to Bhadravan. So all these places, Mahaprabhu is just doing the same pastimes that he gets reminded of Krishna, seeing these various pastime places, and then he chants and dances in ecstasy. And then he goes to Shrivan, that is another name of Bilvavan, and then he goes to Lohavan. So all these places he goes and visits, and then he goes to the place where twin Arjuna trees were broken by Krishna. And then when he sees that, he's so much ecstatic, because of possessing love for Krishna. And then he goes to Gokul. Gokul is Mahavan. So there is one forest called Mahavan. So that is also non-different from Gokul. So Gokul is the place where Krishna was first brought into. In the Vrindavan, we see that different places they actually lived in. So Gokul Mahavan is the first place they lived in, and then they came to we have this Vrindavan and Nandagaon. So in different places they actually stayed. And first place they stayed is the Gokul. So they're very Krishna as a very small child performed various pastimes. So those things are performed in Gokul Mahavan. And so then after visiting all these places, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu returns to Mathura, where he saw the Janmasthan, birthplace of Lord Krishna. So while there, he stayed at the house of Shanodiya Brahmana. So every day, he's doing all this up and down. So his base is Mathura, and staying in the house of Sanodia Brahman. So like the Brahman that we discussed before also, like with his company only, he is going around to all these different places. Right? So now, whenever he goes back to Mathura, he stays in Sanodia Brahman's house. And so whenever he goes to Mathura, there is a great crowd of people that they actually come to see Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu is getting disturbed in his bhajan. And so he shifted to Akrura Tirtha. There is another place called Akrura Tirtha. So when Akrura, he came and on the order of Kamsa, to pick up Krishna and take him to Mathura so that Kamsa can kill Krishna. So that was the plan. So but then Akrura was a great devotee. So he was very, very grateful to Kamsa also that he gave me opportunity to see Krishna. And so after spending some time in Vrindavan, Krishna took care of Akrura very nicely, and Akrura also openly told Kamsa's plan, this is what is the Kamsa's plan, and that's the reason he has asked me to pick you up and come to Mathura. And all those things all happens. And then so when Akrura is successfully taking Krishna to Mathura, at that time in the vicinity or in the border of Vrindavan, in the border of Brajamandal or Vrindavan, so in that place, so this Akrura Tirtha is there. So that time it was not known as Akrura Tirtha. Later it became known. So then, so that time Akrura actually wants to perform his Sandhya Vandan. So in the Vedic system, it is very nice that everybody, all the higher class people, so Vaishyas, Kshatriyas and the Brahmanas, so they perform the Sandhya Vandan. So so they take bath. Sandhya Vandan means it includes taking bath and then decorating the body with tilak and then chanting the mantras which are appropriate to be chanted in the time of chanting the mantras like Gayatri and things like that. So all these things put together is considered to be the worship of the Lord at the time of Sandhya. So so when he to perform that, he just went to the river nearby, udhar jaake dubki lagaya, and then he saw the entire and then so what is happening, and then so again he goes down, again he takes another dip and he sees Krishna over there. So and then uska doubt lag gaya ki Krishna was sitting in the chariot. Abhi tak he is a small boy. Krishna later he goes to when he goes to Mathura, and from there he goes to Avantipur, where he gets his spiritual master Sandipani Muni and things like that. So then later on he starts performing Sandhya Vandan and things like that and all. So Krishna at this point in time he is not initiated. So so Krishna is still sitting in the chariot, and Akrura is entering into this one. And then unko lag raha tha ki Krishna bhi utar ke aa gaya andar, and he's seeing Krishna in spiritual world. And then now he comes out and he sees Krishna and Balram are sitting in the chariot, and he goes back and sees udhar bhi hai, idhar bhi hai. He is getting in complete confusion. And then after some time sab vision band ho gaya, to theek hai, kuch to Bhagwan ka mercy, I got some vision of the spiritual world. And then he goes back. And Krishna also, to Brajavasis, one time in the same spot, he had revealed the entire Goloka Vrindavan, when they took bath over there, so they could find the entire Goloka Vrindavan. So this is Akrura Tirtha. So in this place, Mahaprabhu went to Vrindavan, and so now his base is Akrura Tirtha, and from there he will go to Vrindavan every day and he'll come back. So he goes to Vrindavan, and then he took bath in Kalya Lake and Praskanda. Praskanda is another small kund kind of, or some small place in the Yamuna itself. So Praskanda means literally meaning perspiration. It's pasina. So what is this? So when Kalya was killed, so Krishna remained in the lake, Kalya lake, for a long time. So all of you must have had this experience. So today is also the day for Yamuna bath, and none of you are going for Yamuna bath because like Yamuna is over flooded, and all the gutter water is also mixed over there and things like that. So that is not a problem. We can take bath. Yamuna is not going to get contaminated at all. But our devotees are like at least 10, 12 of them are having fever, viral fever, and it is not very much advisable. And Yamuna in this state, like when it is over flooded, तो like आपको सीधा कृष्ण का लोटस फीट में पहुंचा देगा. So like if you are non-offensively dipping into Yamuna at this point in time, अगर offensively dip करेंगे like भगवान जाने क्या होगा. So like better. So we train ourselves little more in performing निरपराध भजन, and then जाके डुबकी लगाएंगे. तो उसके बाद बाहर निकले नहीं निकले वो भगवान का मर्जी है. अभी तो जब हमको श्योर है कि बाहर निकलेंगे तभी जाएंगे. है ना. तो प्रोजेक्ट what is that? When Kalia, like when he was poisoning the lake, like Krishna jumped into the like Yamuna, and when Krishna jumped, so that time also there was flood, because Krishna is heavier than the entire creation. तो अगर वो एक छोटा सा लेक के अंदर जंप करेगा तो क्या होगा लेक का. सारा पानी बाहर निकल गया. So like Krishna spent lot of time in the lake, and generally like if you have taken bath in the lake or in river and things like that, and generally ये मुश्किल काम होता है. जगन्नाथपुरी में, मायापुर में, सब जगह पे मुश्किल काम होता है. डिवोटी अंदर चले जाते हैं and then बाहर नहीं निकलते. So इसके लिए like generally we keep lake bath before an amazing feast, like दूसरा कुछ attraction हो, like ताकि like भक्त लोग lake से निकले. So and so devotee बोलते रहते हैं like काफी बस हो गया and things like that, and devotee खेलते रहते हैं अंदर. So and बाहर निकलने के बाद so you'll see that all this one body is shrunk, and then devotees are shivering like anything. So Krishna also like for hours and hours, he stayed in the Yamuna, this one doing the Kalya Daman, and after that, when he came out, so he felt shivering, and Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. If he is feeling shivering, the ordinary like aag lagana and things like that and all will not work. Room heater also will not work. So fail ho jayega. So just to heat the body of Krishna, 12 suns appeared in the same time. So Dvadasha Aditya. So 12 suns appeared in the same time, and they heated the body of Krishna. And तब जाके like भगवान को पसीना निकला. So like it is हम लोग गोवर्धन परिक्रमा कर रहे थे, सूरज निकला भी नहीं तभी पसीना निकल गया हमारा. So like so you see like what is the difference between who's Supreme Personality of Godhead and who's ordinary living entity. ऐसा छोटा छोटा काम में like पसीना निकल जाते. So Krishna, after killing a great demon Kaliya, so उनको ठंड लग गया. And so 12 suns were needed, and even after that, by his own mercy, he became heated. So like nobody can heat him. So if Krishna were to decide that I will remain cold, nobody can heat him. So like the 12 suns appeared in the same time, and they cooled him. So now Krishna actually got on top of a hill, and there these 12 suns appeared, and that heated his body. And that is called Dvadasha Aditya Tila. On top of this hill only, the Madan Mohan temple is there, which is the temple which we have not yet seen in the last this one. So some devotees had gone to Madan Mohan. So like in our tour, like last time when we went, so 2 days back, so that time we did not cover Madan Mohan temple. So that, and there is Sanatana Goswami's Samadhi is also there. So, and Madan Mohan temple is also there. And when Krishna actually perspired, and his perspiration actually made a small kund kind of thing, or small kind of a place. Bath in Kalya Hrada, Kalya lake, and then in this Praskanda, so where the perspiration of Krishna is collected, and that is also amazing holy place. And after seeing the place of Praskanda, So like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Dwadasya Aditya, so that the hill on top of where Krishna took the heat of 12 suns, and then from there he went to Keshi Tirtha. So Keshi Tirtha, Keshi Ghat, is also another very nice place, so which is glorified. Keshi Ghat, Vamshi Vata, Vardashatanan. So like it is glorified, in terms of glorifying Vrindavan Dham. So Keshi Tirtha is the place where Krishna killed the Keshi demon. So Keshi demon came in which form? Came in the form of a horse, and Krishna killed him. So and after that, the like Lord went to the place where the Rasa Sthali, where the Rasa dance happened, and then he was completely overcome by ecstatic love, and he fainted over there, and then Lord regained his consciousness after some time, and then he began to roll on the ground. So there are so many places where rolling on the ground actually comes. So what is the reason? Why a devotee would roll on the ground? So because the dust particles over there, they are touched by the lotus feet of Krishna. And also like another, this one is intense feelings of separation. Like, have you ever seen somebody rolling on the ground and crying? छोटा बच्चे करते हैं ना? Why the small kids do that? उसको कुछ चाहिए था and वो नहीं मिल रहा है, और पेरेंट्स बोल दिया कि लाइक नहीं मिलने वाला तुमको. सो लाइक बच्चे क्या करेगा, जमीन में लेट कर रोएगा और he roll on the ground and things like. So something similar that yesterday Prabhuji also was mentioning that when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Kanai Natshala, so this is in somewhere in Bengal, and then he saw Krishna, he got the darshan of Krishna, and after getting darshan of Krishna, Krishna disappeared. So and then never to be found again. So like, and whenever he gets remembrance of Krishna, so immediately unko lagta hai ki like abhi mil jayega, तो मेरा खिलौना अभी मिल जाएगा, and things like that. And पूरा like छोटा बच्चा है like उसको पूरा ये हो गया कि like देखो तुमको याद है like ये खिलौना, हाँ मुझे याद है, मुझे चाहिए अभी, and नहीं मिलेगा तुमको. And then so the child will be like very crazy, so he'll go crazy, something like that. So in the very same way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is getting this kind of this one. So he is getting intense remembrance of Krishna by seeing these places, but then he is not able to get the audience of Krishna. So like he's going crazy because of that. So now we see that after he performs Nam Sankirtan and things like that at that place, he returns back to Akrura Ghat, Akrura Tirtha, for his noon meal. So like this is his daily morning sadhana, to go to different places and chant there and feel or get reminded of Krishna's pastime places or Krishna by seeing the pastime places. And next morning, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is returned to Vrindavan, and then he's going to Cheer Ghat this day. So like every day he's going to Akrura Tirtha by the noon time. Morning he'll come till afternoon. He will be going to different places, and afternoon he'll go to take his meal at Akrura, this one Akrura Ghat, Akrura Tirtha. So next day his itinerary is he is going to Cheer Ghat. Cheer Ghat is the place where Krishna stole the garments of the gopis. So like and then another place called Imlitala. So Imlitala is like the tamarind tree. What is so great about a tamarind tree? क्या है tamarind tree में? So it is a tamarind tree. Underneath, Krishna's pastimes had happened. Krishna had Krishna and Radharani's pastimes had happened, and this is a tree which is living since the time of Krishna. So this is not a tree like ordinary tree. Like this tree is even now it is there. So when you go from Krishna Balaram temple, or no need to go to Krishna Balaram temple, you just need to go in this road, and the main road cuts, and after that continue to go in that road. So like then first you will get the Kalia, this one. So then Madan Mohan temple, and then like you will get after some distance you will get this Imali Tala, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also goes and performs his pastimes. He performs his Nam Sankirtan over there, and he rests over there and things like that. So Amara ek devotee like okay रेस्ट कर रहा था उधर बैठा था monkey आके उसका चश्मा लेके चला गया. So and then he was so intensely, he wanted to intensely remember Krishna, but then he ended up intensely remembering monkey and specs. And then वापस आके it's too difficult to remember Krishna. So it's like one devotee was telling that monkeys nowadays like they're picking up purse and mobile and things like that. So monkeys don't like if you are attached to anything else apart from Krishna. So they will immediately छीन लेंगे उसको. तुम वृंदावन आके like तुम क्या like दूसरा कुछ so कृष्ण के साथ attachment रहना, ये चश्मा हमेशा पहन के रहता है, क्या है like निकाल दो इसको. So that way like that's a nice meditation. So and so beneath that tree there is a nice platform, a very shiny platform, and since Yamuna actually flowed near to this Tintuli Tala, a cool breeze actually blew, and Lord saw the beauty of Vrindavan and the water of Yamuna, and he used to sit beneath the old tamarind tree and chant the holy name of the Lord. And at noon again he goes back to Akrura Tirtha. And all people who lived near Akrura Tirtha, so they came to see Mahaprabhu, and every day a large crowd of people actually come to meet him. So like Mathura mein rahe the, udhar bhi like bheed ban gaya. So abhi Akrura Tirtha like after some time they got to know ki like lunch mein Mahaprabhu Akrura Tirtha mein aate hain, and uske baad udhar rehte hain. So then it became, the Lord would not chant the holy names peacefully, like koi na koi aate hain, Mahaprabhu blessings dijiye karke. So like even Srila Prabhupada also used to sometimes get pestered by people that sadhu ko dekhte hain to like pranam karte hain aur bolte hain blessings dijiye, like hamara beta foreign jana chahiye, thoda bless kijiye, ye like inko IIT mein job lag jaye, IIT mein like seat lag jaye aur acha company mein job lag jaye, to blessing dijiye. And one time Prabhupada he told he was going somewhere in the train, and some people came and offered offered obeisances and then asked for blessings. And Prabhupada ka baaju mein sannyasi log baithe hue the, baki sannyasi disciples. And Prabhupada gussa hoke bola like blessings chahiye, yahi mera blessings hai, tum aisa ban jaoge, chahiye kya blessings? And nahi humko blessing nahi chahiye. To bhag gaye. So like such kind of blessings they don't want. They want blessings that ki hum Bhagwan ka yaad rakhe, साथ साथ हमारा धन दौलत like ये सब चीज भी बढ़े. So like हमारा material attachment भी बढ़े और कृष्ण के साथ थोड़ा बहुत attachment बढ़ गया तो अच्छा है, like so that is the blessings people want. So like and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would go to Vrindavan and sit in a solitary place, and where he would chant the holy name until the noon. So and in the afternoon, people were able to speak to him, and Lord told everyone about the importance of chanting the holy name. So whenever Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like in the noon time, whenever he comes back, people used to come and meet him, and at that time, he used to preach to them about chanting the names of the Lord. So at that time, there is a Vaishnava by name Krishna Das. He comes to see him, and when I think Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is sitting in this one, what is that, somewhere in Litala region, sitting there. So this Krishna Das actually comes. And then, this Krishna Das, seeing the personal beauty of the Lord and ecstatic love that he is manifesting so much intensely, he is attached to chanting the names of the Lord. So when he sees that, he becomes completely bowled over, and then he offers obeisances to the Lord, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately asks him, so who are you? Where is your home? And no, this is a standard response, like all the people, like no, whenever Mahaprabhu meets any of these great devotees, Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, or like we see that Ramananda Rai, or here this Krishnadas. So whenever Chaitanya Mahaprabhu meets these people, he asks them, "Who are you?" And there is a standard response. What is the response? Huh? I am a fallen soul. No, this is standard response. So, like it is mentioned, Prabhu kahe, ke tumi kaha tumhara gar. No, Krishna dasa kahe, mui grahastha pamara. So, I am a fallen grahastha. No, so like this is the response that he gives. And he tells that I belong to a Rajput caste and my family is just on the other side of the river Yamuna, but I wish to be a servant of a Vaishnava. So, like, no, you ask me who I am a grahastha at this point in time, but I want to become what, like, आज से लेकर like मैं एक वैष्णव का सेवक बनना चाहता हूँ. So I just want to become a servant of a Vaishnava. Today I had a dream, and according to the dream, I have come here and I have found you. So like, he had a dream that, where to find Krishna, and then he just followed the dream, and then he crossed the Yamuna, and then he came here, and then he saw Mahaprabhu, and then, seeing Mahaprabhu, he was like completely, taken aback. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he heard this, so immediately, like, Mahaprabhu bestowed mercy upon him by embracing him. And Krishnadas became mad with ecstatic love, and he began chanting and dancing the names of, the Supreme Lord, Hariksetra. And Krishnadas returned to the Lord, and he was there in, like, Krishnadas is staying in the other side of Yamuna, and here this Imilitala or Kalia Prada is there on this side of Yamuna, and then Akrura Tirtha is still further. So, like, after meeting, he should go back to his home, crossing the Yamuna, but after meeting, he came to Akrura Tirtha, along with the Lord, wo piche piche chala gaya. And then, after Mahaprabhu took his prasad, so then the remnants of prasad was given to him. And then next morning, Krishnadas went with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Vrindavan. So, like, Akrura Tirtha से like फिर से वृंदावन जा रहे हैं, जिधर भी महाप्रभु जा रहे हैं वो साथ साथ जा रहे हैं. And it is mentioned here, प्रातः प्रभु संगे आइला जल प्रातलय, and प्रभु संगे रहे गृह स्त्री पुत्र छड़िया. मतलब the next morning Krishnadas went to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Vrindavan, went with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Vrindavan and carried his water pot. उसका जल का कटोरा, like, जो भी like कमंडल था उसको लेके जा रहा था उनका पीछे पीछे. And Krishnadas left his wife, home, children in order to remain with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. तो घर में कुछ बताया भी नहीं कि like थोड़ा दिन महाप्रभु के साथ रह के आऊंगा. तो आया like कभी गया नहीं वापस. So like he started living with Mahaprabhu. So, and then everywhere the Lord went, all people, they were started telling, again Krishna puna aa gaya, Vrindavan mein. Again Krishna has come to Vrindavan. And like it is like people started understanding Sri Chaitanya and Krishna himself. Some people came to Akrura Tirtha, so like in the banks of like in Akrura Tirtha, so where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is still there in the Akrura Tirtha. And that time they offered respects to him, and Mahaprabhu asked, like, where are you all coming from? So, and they are telling that hum log, like, we are coming from Kalia Lake, early in the morning, very very early in the morning. So they are coming to, like, from Vrindavan they are coming to Akrura Tirtha. So generally Mahaprabhu will go early in the morning from Akrura Tirtha to Vrindavan. So ये तो उल्टा हो रहा है, like, कुछ लोग Vrindavan से early morning Akrura Tirtha में आ रहे हैं. So then Mahaprabhu is asking, like, where are you coming from? So they are telling, like, we are coming from Kalia Lake. तो ठीक है, कालिया में क्या हो रहा था? So कालिया लेक में कृष्ण पुनः आ गया, so हर रात में आके वो कालिया नर्तन कर रहे हैं, like, and so we are able to see that there is Kalia, and on top of Kalia's head there is a shining jewel, and on top of it, Krishna is performing his dancing. And Mahaprabhu then laughed it off, saying that, like, no, ऐसा है क्या? ठीक है, सच होगा, ठीक है, no, आप लोग देखें तो no सच होगा. So, and then 3 consecutive nights ऐसे ही हो रहा है कि, like, सुबह सुबह लोग आ रहे नो चिल्ला रहे कि लाइक नो अरे हम कृष्ण को देख लिया, कृष्ण को देख लिया, कृष्ण को देख लिया. एंड नो महाप्रभु इज लाइक थिंकिंग कि ऐसा ऐसा क्या हो रहा है लाइक. एंड देन महाप्रभु सर्वेंट बलभद्र भट्टाचार्य नो ही इज रिक्वेस्टिंग महाप्रभु, नो महाप्रभु थोड़ा परमिशन दीजिए, हम भी जाके कृष्ण को दर्शन करके आते हैं आज रात. एंड देन नो रिएक्शन ऑफ महाप्रभु इज तबे तारे कहा प्रभु चपड़ा मारिया, मतलब एक चप्पड़ मार दिया उसको कि बाकी लोग बोला तो हंस रहे थे महाप्रभु. तो लाइक जब उनका सर्वेंट बोला लाइक नो मैं कृष्ण का दर्शन करके आता हूँ, तो कालिया लेक में हर रात आ रहे हैं भगवान, तो थोड़ा परमिशन दीजिए मैं जाके दर्शन करके आता हूँ. जोर से एक थप्पड़ मार दिया. तो मूर्ख नो, so like means you are hearing these foolish people telling Krishna has come and you also become murka, no, like you are a pandita bhattacharya, like you are a pandita and you have become murka, like no, how is it possible, no, why are you becoming like this foolish sentimental people, no. And Krishna kena darshana dive kali kale, no, how will Krishna appear in kali yuga? Krishna will not appear in kali yuga, no. So nija brahma मूर्खे लोके करे कोलाहला. So these foolish people, they are seeing something, क्या देखा पता नहीं, like आके बोल रहे कि भगवान को देखे. So like these are foolish people, they are actually doing this kind of foolish propaganda. So what are you doing, like what are you thinking about all these things? And then like चुप के बैठो, अगर चाहे तो कल रात में जाके देखो, so like that महाप्रभु उसको चुप के बिठा दिया. So then next day early morning, some other, some nice, like sober people, they actually came to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And that time Mahaprabhu asked, like, kya, like, aap bhi Bhagwan ko dekhe? Then Mahaprabhu told, like, no, it is some foolish people, they are telling something. It is in the night. No, one boatman actually appears to be like the and this boatman is fishing, that appears to be like Krishna. And ये लोग उसको देख के like भगवान आ गया करके बोल रहे. तो फिर बलभद्र भट्टाचार्य को ये हुआ कि like ठीक है, हम वो जो बोला वो सही है. So but then these people are telling, see, these people are foolish people, they are not able to see Krishna, but actually they have seen Krishna. Every day they are seeing Krishna. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is asking, where is Krishna, where they are seeing Krishna? And like these people are telling that you are a sannyasi, so sannyasi is equal to Narayana, every day we are seeing you, so it is as good as seeing Krishna. And then Mahaprabhu is telling, अरे Vrindavan में पहुंच गया like मायावत का philosophy, so like Krishna का own place में मायावत philosophy पहुंच गया. So Mayavadis actually they consider when Mayavadi takes sannyas, they consider that he becomes equal to Narayana. So like even when two Mayavadi sannyasis, so they meet each other, they don't offer obeisances and things like that and all. So like kada straight, straight chalte hain, straight aate hain, So one time we had gone to one like what is it? Schools and education institutes and all. So we had gone there to get permission to preach our Vaishnava philosophy. So unko to sab kuch ek hai, so like they will not have any problem. So we had gone there and we saw that Mayavadi sannyasi, like every day, they have a temple and deities and everything and all. And then like अंदर temple के अंदर like वो office में था, like office से temple जा रहा था, तो हम लोग भी पीछे गए, like ठीक है देखते क्या कर रहे. So भगवान के पास गया, like खुद हाथ भी नहीं जोड़ा, कुछ भी नहीं किया, like ऐसे खड़ा था. तो मैं पूछा like स्वामी जी क्या कर रहे हैं? तो वो स्वामी जी भी भगवान है, वो भी भगवान का दर्शन कर रहे हैं. तो like मेरा पागल हो गया कि like भगवान का दर्शन कर रहे हैं. So then so like in this way, like they greet each other also, Namo Narayan, like you तुम भी नारायण है, मैं भी नारायण है, like तो एक दूसरे के प्रणाम कर ले, so so in this way, like we see that speaking this Mayavad philosophy. So then Mahaprabhu clarified, saying that see, one can take sannyas, by taking sannyas and becoming a like renunciant, he doesn't become equivalent to the Supreme Lord. Still, he remains as the part and parcel, a minute particle of the Supreme Lord. And Supreme Lord is always the worshipable entity, and the living entity is always the living entity, and he can never become the Shadaishwarya Purna Bhagavan, Krishna. So always a living entity is a living entity only. And so he explains all this tattva very nicely. And so then even after that, these people were telling that देखिए like no ठीक है हम मान लेंगे like हर कोई सन्यासी like भगवान नहीं बन सकते, but आप तो भगवान है. So like we are able to see that you have the same features as Krishna, whatever we have studied in the scriptures. You have the same features as Krishna, and by seeing you, everybody are going mad after Krishna, and they are chanting the names of Krishna and things like that. So in this way, we understand that you are Krishna himself. And you are suppressing your bodily complexion of Shama Varna because of the golden effulgence that is coming from your body. And in this way, we accept that you as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And anybody who listens to you, who sees to you, everybody becomes mad after chanting the names of the Lord. And so in this way, so they actually glorify Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also bestowed mercy upon them, and they all became ecstatic with the love of Godhead. So in this section, there is a very, very important principle that needs to be studied. One is that this people, the less intelligent people, the foolish people, so they were going to this Kalya lake, and they were seeing Krishna every night, and they were coming back. And Mahaprabhu was not at all shaken by that, because Mahaprabhu is Mahaprabhu, unko pata hai, main idhar baitha hu, kidhar jaake Krishna dusra pastime kar rahe hai. So he perfectly knows, he is Krishna himself, he will know. So then we see that, many times, this wrong conception and wrong ideas, they actually become prevalent. And wrong sampradayas, apasampradayas, and sahajyas, and all these people, they actually become prevalent. But we should be very, very clear how to actually get the proper path to attain Krishna. So we should not become deviated by such this ones. And that is why in the beginning of the class also we discussed about this Guru Sadhu Shastra. So one should actually people to chant the names of the Lord, who's able to influence people in so many different ways. So even somebody having such kind of akarshana, somebody is having such kind of influence and things like that, still, we should always check with the scriptures. We have seen this many, many times. It has happened that some sadhu, who is having some nice powers and things like that, or even somebody who is very much externally appearing to be attracted to the holy name and things like that and all. So, but then if you see, they are not following the scriptures properly, or their teachings are not in line with the scriptural conclusions. So then immediately we should our alarm should actually ring. So that is very, very important. So here we see that the case Mahaprabhu very, very clearly told, this is not the way to see Krishna. And we also see even in some cases where Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, in the case of where when Ashwatthama was to be punished. So that time, there was so much of this one, commotion was happening. Kya kiya jaye, Ashwatthama ka saath. So then, Krishna gave this one opinion that this one, he is a person who's heinous, who's fit to be killed. And then, tum bhi pratigya liya tha, ki, jo bhi mera, whoever has killed my sons, I'll get him and I'll finish him. So tumhara pratigya ka pura karo, and things like that. So when Krishna was telling all these things, still Arjuna is thinking that ye to Brahman ka ladka hai. So even though he's not following the this one Brahmanical principles and things like that, still Brahmana should not be insulted, or Brahmana should not be killed. Go hatya and Brahma hatya are considered to be very serious sins. And it cannot, this should not happen. So So then he is contemplating, and then he is doing a particular act. No, he's just insulting him off and not killing him. And then Krishna becomes happy with the way Arjuna implemented the principles. No, Arjuna actually followed the Vedic principles. So even if Krishna were to say that no, tum isko maar do, no, still Arjuna has to think about, according to scriptures, what is supposed to be done. And no, so like the scriptural conclusions are very, very important to be followed. So even when Supreme Personality of Godhead is personally instructing, and like that's what is a test. Lord is actually putting a test. कि like मैं ऐसा बोलूँगा तो ये क्या लिखेगा? So like exam में फिर भी सही लिखेगा, ठीक है, like बेटा तुम अच्छे से समझ लिया सब्जेक्ट को, so like so तुमको अच्छा मार्क है. So in that way, like we see sometimes incarnations of the Lord, like Buddha. It is mentioned Buddha's influences, even if you go even 1 kilometer radius, or even like a great distance, radius, if you enter anywhere close to Buddha's presence, you will find such a transcendental experience that like aap pagal ho jayenge, so such kind of an experience. And if a person is able to create such kind of a prabhav on you, and then he is telling the Lord doesn't exist, the living entity doesn't exist, everything that exists is shunya, शून्यवाद का प्रचार कर रहा है, तो सब लोग फॉलो करेंगे ना उसको, ये तो इतना प्रभावशाली है, like, and he seems to be like conquered all the lust, anger, greed and things like that, and he is so peaceful and serene and things like that. And अगर वो बोल रहे हैं कि like शून्यवादी सही है and Vedic scriptures are wrong, so everybody will follow. But even in that case, one should not follow this great powerful personality if he is speaking against the scriptures. Vedana manila, Bauddha haila nastik. So one will become nastik and one will lose the path to attain the ultimate destination of attaining Krishna. That way, like one should not be carried away by the the external attractive features of various sadhus, or even to the incarnations of the Lord, like who are not completely in line with the scriptural conclusions. So one should follow the scriptural conclusions nicely. So definitely one should follow Guru, Sadhu and Shastra, and definitely one should respect and like worship like sincere devotees who are very much advanced in Krishna consciousness. So at the same time, one should follow according to the scriptures. So we should aspire to get such qualities from a devotee which is in line with the scriptures. A devotee may also have other things which are not in line with the scriptures. So we should like ignore such things in that personality, and we should respect him for like whatever he has successfully got from the scriptures. So that is something like that we should look upon and serve and things like that. So that is why sadhu sangha without scriptural understanding, अगर आपका लक है like आप प्रभुपाद जैसा शुद्ध भक्त को मिलेंगे, like no problem. But if you meet a sadhu and then like that sadhu is having so much of attachment to the dham, so much of attachment to the holy name, so much of attachment to the Bhagavatam, and then thoda bahut like unko other things are there still now which is not purified, other contaminations are there, and then वो देखते हैं कि like ये तो साधु है, like इतना माला अटैच है, like इतने है, साथ साथ वो थोड़ा पीसा भी खाते हैं, like ये भी करते हैं वो भी करते हैं, like ठीक है, like ये सब ठीक है, like ये तो he is very much attached to this one, attached to the holy name, and at the same time he is doing little bit of sense gratification. Follow करना चाहिए क्या? अरे like साधु के पास और कुछ qualities था, वो सब छोड़ दिया. So like one devotee was telling that whatever you follow nicely, people may or may not follow that. Even if they follow, maybe 10% of that they will follow. But whatever wrong things you are doing, so that 200% they will follow, and they will quote Prabhuji ने किया था. So Prabhuji ने मैं देखा, like Prabhuji कर रहे थे, like हम भी कर रहे, like क्या problem है? So Prabhuji और कुछ भी चीजें कर रहे थे, like वो सब क्या है, like वो सब छोड़ दिया. So like that is how we should see that, like we should first of all we should train our eyes through the medium of scriptures, and then we should understand what is to be followed and what is not to be followed, and then we should see the devotees. And when we see the devotees, So the devotees may have other things which are against scriptural this ones. Everybody has some contamination and everybody are trying to work towards perfection. So we should not see this ones. No, that is where Rupa Goswami gives a very wonderful formula. He tells that Ganga Masham Nakulu Budbuddha Pena Pankaj. What is the beginning of that shloka? Huh? Dishtair Swabhava Janitair Vapushasya Doshair Na Prakritatvam Iha Bhakta Janasya Pashyet. So like you may see so many doshas in the devotees, so many imperfections in the devotees. So but then we should see that like even amidst all these imperfections, he is still chanting the names of the Lord. He is still trying to develop attachment to the holy names of the Lord, or he has developed attachment to the holy names of the Lord. And he is developed attached to the holy Dham, or he has developed attachment to the Bhagavatam. So this is something very important, and that is the medicine for our material disease. And along with that, he is having some other material disease. Unka dusra kuch bimari hai. Like, why should we see that? Everybody are trying to work to cure this disease, but he has at least started taking the medicine. So we should take inspiration proper way. So just like kabhi doctor bolte hain, तुम नालायक पेशेंट है तो इतना मेडिसिन दिया तुम ठीक से मेडिसिन नहीं लेते, देखो ये पेशेंट कितना अच्छे से मेडिसिन लेता है. सो लाइक ओके, तो दिस पेशेंट इज नाइस पेशेंट, डॉक्टर इज सर्टिफाइड, तो लाइक वो अच्छे से मेडिसिन लेते हैं और कुछ चीज लाइक कुछ चीज छोड़ नहीं पा रहा है, लाइक उसको भी ले रहे एंड डॉक्टर के पास जाके बोल रहे लाइक देखो शुगर पेशेंट है, वो अच्छे से मेडिसिन ले रहे बट साथ साथ थोड़ा शुगर भी ले रहे, तो मैं भी शुगर लूंगा बट मेडिसिन नहीं लूंगा. सो दैट इज आवर कॉपीइंग ऑफ थिंग्स फ्रॉम the people. Like we copy the dosha and we leave the chanting, we leave the Bhagavatam, we leave everything, and we kali like dosh ko pakadte hain. So this is our problem. So that is why we should first and foremost study the literatures, nicely study Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and then like attend the FOE ka sara levels attend karna chahiye and nicely study and train. So then after that we will be able to see sadhu kya hai, who is a real sadhu, and then we can see that how to take sadhu sangha. So we may not always get the liberated acharyas to associate with, so we have our own association. So in the association what we are supposed to see, so like if a devotee he is taking some like extra bhaji bonda and extra puri and things like that should be overlooked. ठीक है, like उसका कुछ तो इच्छा है ले रहे, तो बाहर जाके like बाहर तो नहीं खा रहे ना, like whatever is there प्रसाद नहीं ले रहे, तो ठीक है उसको overlook करो. And then see like every day without fail is attending Mangal Aarti, every day is sitting and chanting, every day is studying Bhagavatam, every day is doing so much of devotional activities. This is very important to be copied. So like rest of the things what he is doing, it is like ठीक है, स्वभाव जनित like is getting some attraction towards something, ठीक है, like करने दो within the bound of service, let him do whatever sense gratification he wants to do. So like let him do, तो एक एक्स्ट्रा पूरी ले ले, एक एक्स्ट्रा like एक या 10 एक्स्ट्रा पूरी ले ले, so but but every day is coming to Mangal Aarti and chanting and things like that. So that is very important. So what is to be seen, it is very important. Otherwise you will come into association of devotees and we will see that he like he is chanting, but chanting में भी सो रहा है प्रभुजी वो, like and then उसके बाद like this one class चल रहा है, class में भी ये सोते रहता है, so, but there may be other things which are very good in him, so that needs to be seen actually. So that is when we can take sadhu sangha nicely. Otherwise there is no dearth of faults in this world. There is ample amount of faults in this world. So it is just like one devotee was telling, this world is like a garbage can. So in the garbage can, if you say like Prabhuji idhar garbage pada hua, udhar garbage pada hua, like garbage can ka andar like aur kya दिखेगा तुमको, वही garbage ही दिखेगा. उसमें कुछ अच्छा सोना का particle मिल गया तो उसको देखना चाहिए and उसको like that is of some importance. So but in this material world somebody is doing sense gratification, somebody is like relaxed in his this one and things like that, and also it is dosh to rahega hi. So there is no like dearth of finding faults. But in this, amidst this, if somebody is chanting the names of the Lord, somebody is entering taking up Krishna consciousness, taking up serious commitment of chanting the names of the Lord. Somebody is taking like 4 rounds, 8 rounds, 12 rounds of commitment, or 16 rounds of commitment, and somebody is entering into base, sometimes devotees sometimes tell Prabhuji, like, ये तो ठीक है वो बेस ज्वाइन किया, बट देन उसका व्यवहार देखिए कैसा है. इट्स लाइक ये ठीक नहीं है. हम बाहर रहते हैं, फिर भी देखिए लाइक हम मंगलारती नहीं अटेंड करते, ये नहीं करते, बट फिर भी लाइक हम अच्छा है, लाइक हम तो हम उनका जैसे नहीं करते. सो ठीक है भाई, लाइक सो मटेरियल थिंग्स आर देयर. So, but material disease, everybody has got a package to work upon. Everybody's disease has to be cured. But then कम से कम ये दवा तो ले रहे हैं ना, तुम दवा नहीं ले रहे हैं, तो तुम्हारा दूसरा जितना भी बीमारी है, like कभी नहीं जाएगा. So like so we have to increasingly take this medicine. So like we should as soon as possible, we should stay in such an environment where we can attend Mangalarti, where we can chant in the association of devotees, where we can study Srimad Bhagavatam, attend a class and things like that. So a daily routine of exposure to Krishna is very, very essential. So like what is so great? Like घर में भी बैठ के कर सकते हैं, but then in association when we perform these devotional activities, then it actually takes a very, very great this one. All of us can say like to ourselves, we can tell that कि like घर में भी बैठ के मैं मंगलारती, chanting, class, ये सब चीज तो मंगलारती कर लूंगा, chanting कर लूंगा, class का जहाँ पे like book पढ़ लूंगा, या नहीं तो कितना सारा like online lecture सुन लूंगा, every day same time कर लूंगा. And all of us अकेला रह के कुछ नहीं होता है. So like it is very, very difficult. That only when we are there in association of devotees, many days it has so happened, even in the ashram. So even in the ashram it is like body is telling that it is so painful, like you did so many preaching programs, yesterday day you are speaking about Krishna and nothing else, and aaj Mangalarti skip kiya to kuch problem nahi. So mind will tell all these things, but then all devotees are getting up, and then like अगर मैं नहीं उठूंगा तो like क्या सोचेंगे, like devotees, तो senior devotee है, तो ये मंगलारती में नहीं उठ रहा है, like क्या हो गया प्रभु जी का. So and image को maintain करने के लिए कम से कम उठना पड़ेगा. So peer pressure and things like that. So whatever may be the pressure, but we are put into a very solid practice of devotional service every single day without fail. Attending Mangalarti, chanting this one, anything you perform, any vrata you perform, like this one Gandhari, she took a vrata of not seeing any object because her husband is like blind. How can I be greater than my husband? So he is my worshipable and I should be subordinate. And she voluntarily blindfolded herself. And because of this chastity, like she had so much of powers, she could make Duryodhana invincible. Whichever portion of Duryodhana's body she saw, it became like patthar se bhi like both strong ho gaya, like nobody can defeat him. So like that, we can see that anybody who undertakes any ordinary tapasya, like this is a dharmic rule. It is a tapasya in the level of karma kanda. So what Gandhari undertook, and she got so much of power. You can imagine anybody who follows like not just karma, not just jnana, not just yoga. If somebody follows a tapasya in bhakti, every single day attending the whole morning program and then performing like devotional activities in a regulated way, तो क्या power निकलेगा? पूरा दुनिया का जला सकते हैं. So like but वैष्णव जलाने नहीं जलाएंगे दुनिया को. So like पूरा दुनिया को उद्धार करेंगे, है ना? So in this way, like we can be very useful instrument in the mission of Srila Prabhupada, and we should gradually, over a period of time, gear बढ़ाते जाना. Like initial first gear is that 1 round chanting. The next gear, is that we shift from one level to another level of FOE and then take up to 4 rounds, 8 rounds, and things like that. So another very, very nice level is that shifting into base where the base is not a very special place. It's just the speciality is that it is a place which is dedicated for Krishna Bhakti. It's a place where every single day morning program happens, and everything around there is designed for reminding ourselves of Krishna. Just like here we see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going to different places, and all these places, why in Vrindavan, like Mahaprabhu is remembering Krishna everywhere. Why in Vrindavan? So because Vrindavan is like more actually capable of reminding him of Krishna, and it is personally place of Krishna's pastime. So that is why devotees are supposed to stay. In fact, it is a Vedic system. Like a dharmic person means a person who stays in a place where a deity worship is happening. In a Vedic system, like even a karmakandi, that is the worst of the people within the dharmic, this one, even a karmakandi will not stay in a place where deity worship is not happening. It is a basic this one. If a person is staying in a place where deity worship is not happening every day, like वो तो नरक में ही जाएगा, because it's adharma. So I don't want to scare you all so much. So whether you get into grahastha ashram or you stay as a youth, like if you stay as a youth, you stay in the base. You stay as a grahastha, like keep some pictures or deities and worship every single day the Lord. Or if you stay in the ashram, like kuch bolne ka zarurat nahi, like every day, deity worship happens. So this is a basic system that one should stay in a place where every single day deities worship, bhoga is offered, and upacharas are happening for the Lord. And such is a place where like a pious person will live. In fact, some devotees are coming from very far away, to attend program in this one, Manikandan Prabhu and one more devotee. What is her name, Prabhu? Hari Babu Prabhu and things like that. So we are contemplating, like, उधर से जॉब है, इधर बेस में रहना मुश्किल है. So we are contemplating, like, दो चार लड़के को और दिमाग खराब कर लिया तो like बेस उधर भी खोल देंगे. So लोग सोचते हैं कि दिमाग खराब है, like but actually दिमाग सही कर लिया तो उधर भी एक बेस खोल देंगे. So it doesn't matter where you are. So base is nothing but like if some serious devotees who are seriously wanting to make advancement in Krishna consciousness, coming together and staying under the care of a senior brahmachari or somebody who can guide them in proper ways. So that is a simple thing. So one devotee was asking, base क्या होता है? Like हम लोग ही rent भर रहे हैं, तो हम लोग rent collect करके rent भर रहे हैं, and then हम लोग ही सब कुछ कर रहे हैं इधर. So what is so special about it? Like what is this one? तो ये बेस में सब खर्चा वर्चा सब आप ही उठा रहे हैं, like सब कुछ नॉर्मल है. Like बाहर people are sharing room and staying, and you are sharing room and staying here, and you are calling it as a base. तो what is the difference? बाहर जो कुछ भी आप चाहिए कर सकते हैं, इधर आप पैसे भरेंगे बट हम रूल्स बनाएंगे. हम जो बोलेंगे वो ही कर सकते हैं. So that is how, like, see, नियंत्रण में रखना चाहिए. अभी आप ट्रेन चढ़ेंगे, like all of us are going to board the train, and then बोलते हैं कि ट्रेन कैसा चलता है. ट्रेन हमारा ट्रेन पटरी में नहीं चलता है, किधर भी चाहिए चलते हैं. then तुरंत उतर जाएंगे, अरे like ये तो भयंकर है. So and then कुछ डिवोटीज फ्लाइट में जा रहे हैं, तो फ्लाइट में जाके बैठने के बाद पूछ रहे हैं कि लाइक फ्लाइट किधर जा रहा है, कैसा उड़ेगा, कौन पायलट है. पायलट नहीं है, इधर से एक थ्रस्ट मारेंगे, वो जिधर जाके लैंड होगा. तो फिर तो सब लोग टेंशन होके उतर जाएंगे. सो हर ट्रेन को एक चलाने वाला चाहिए, फ्लाइट को भी पायलट चाहिए. ऐसे हर बेस के पीछे एक ब्रह्मचारी चाहिए, जो चलाने वाला. नहीं तो वो बेस चला जाएगा किधर और, है ना. तो धीरे धीरे कुछ चीजें अंदर आएगा, and then it will no more base, it will become any ordinary place, like that. So with this, it is very important that we practice this Krishna consciousness intensely, and we take the best advantage of coming to this holy place. And this coming to the holy place is like jacking up or boosting up our energy. But if we don't maintain it, by staying in a place where Krishna consciousness is intensely performed, so then ये charge उतर जाएगा. फिर next यात्रा में upgrade करेंगे तो फिर उतर जाएगा. So but if you want to keep it charged, we should actually stay in a place where nice Krishna consciousness is practiced. So with this, I pause today's discussion. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. इसको बंद कर सकते हैं.